Hello people! Today's video is going to be my monthly favourites. Obviously it's going to be my November favourites, so I'm going to be sharing with you all the beauty products that I've just been obsessed with and I've been loving for the whole month. So if you're interested in seeing my monthly favourites, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and just keep watching. I'm just going to get the eyeshadow palettes out of the way because I actually have 3 that I wanted to mention. I'm loving this for the entire month. I've got it recently but I'm just obsessed with it and I just wanted to talk about it. It's this of Colours Sassy Siennas eyeshadow palette. If you watched my kind of the Black Friday like Beauty Bay haul, and I got this on when it was on the sale, and oh my god, the formula is so good on these eyeshadows. I did literally say in that video that they're the most soft eyeshadows I've ever touched. They blend so nicely and I just love that it's just a really small nice little palette. And obviously this is the best palette for me because it's just full of all the warm tones and just the colours that I love. I think it's great to just kind of keep on your desk and just on your makeup table and just use kind of every day, and I just love it. It's a really good palette to kind of use with obviously another palette that's maybe got some shimmers in and stuff like that, but it's also really good for every day. So yeah, I love it. You can literally use all the colours as well in the palette to make one look. And I'm just obsessed with it and I just love it so much. It's a really good palette and the formula is so good. I'm glad that it was on the sale because literally they said in that video if it wasn't on the sale I probably wouldn't have bought it, but I'm so glad I did because I love it. So that's a good one. I'm just going to breeze through quite quickly again because I have talked about this before. This is just my little Inglot palette. It's one of those custom palettes that you can do. So basically you just go on the Inglot website and you just pick all the colours that you want, and then you choose pick how many pans you want in there, and then obviously just fill it up with the eyeshadows. This is the warm toned obviously one that I chose, and it's just kind of like my go-to colours that I just always will need, especially like when I'm going out and stuff and I just need my kind of my trusty transition colours. I've got this. I just love having those kind of go-to palettes, especially ones that I custom make, like my Z palette. I've always loved that. I've always got that on my desk right next to me, so this is with that. With this, so they're like my 3 favourite palettes I just like to keep together. I mention this because I feel like Inglot are a brand that nobody talks about unless someone collabs with them, which I've said before, like J-Lo, that's when people start to talk about it and stuff like that. So yeah, the formula of these eyeshadows are really good. I did used to have I think a blush and a bronzer by Inglot and they were so good. I had them a while ago though, so I don't have them anymore, but the formula was just so nice. So yeah, I love it, and I really like the Duraline that you can get from their website as well. So underrated, and I feel like more people need to try them because they are so good as well, because I know it can be quite expensive to kind of do this, like have like your own kind of palette like this. You can literally get like a 4-pan, so it's like that, or I think that's the smallest you can do. I don't think they do a 2-pan, but you can get like a 4-pan like that and it won't be too expensive if you just wanted to, you know, try the colours out and try the formula, but they are so good. I love them. The last palette I wanted to mention is this guy here. This is the Stacey Marie BPerfect Carnival eyeshadow palette. This has been out I think since like summer. I know a lot of people have raved about it and talked about it, so I'm just going to talk about it quite quickly. It's one of the best eyeshadow palettes I've ever bought. It's just so nice. The formula is incredible and the main thing is the pigmentation. I think they are the most pigmented eyeshadows I have ever used. They are so good. And you get 2 highlight shades in here. I don't actually use them. I've used them both as eyeshadows and I tend to use them for kind of like inner corner, brow bone, that sort of thing. But they are just so nice and I'm just obsessed with like the colour range. It's always good to have a good colourful palette. I have done a video using like the purples and the blues, so if you just scroll back on my channel you'll be able to find it and you can just see how good the eyeshadows are and how well they work together, how well they blend, the pigmentation, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, again, it's a big palette, it's got a huge mirror in it and it's definitely worth the money. So because I think Stacey Marie's a makeup artist. Is she? Yeah, she is. So I feel like she's a makeup artist, so she knows about pigmentation, blendability and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like that helps when someone's making a palette because they have that experience, so they're going to make something that's good and that they know is good and that's going to perform well. So yeah. The thing that I wanted to talk about is actually something that at the start I was a bit iffy about and I didn't actually like it when I first got it, but this is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics lip liner and it's in the shade Leo. This is the only one that I bought because I just wanted to try them. I have said before, if you go on the Beauty Bay website, I don't know about his website because I don't shop it from there, these have really bad reviews and I understand why, because if you don't have a lip balm on your lips, well for me anyway, if I don't wear a lip balm, these are so dry and they kind of crumble off. and it's no good. I really don't like using them unless I have a lip balm. I will not use it dry. It's just, it is too dry in that way. But if you have a lip balm on, it's just like a different, it's like a completely different formula. It'll just glide on so easily. And it's the lip liner that I'm wearing now. Obviously I've got a lipstick over top, but it's just so nice. And I love this colour as well. It's just like a nice little deep brown, but it's got like a pinky undertone to it as well. So it's really nice. So yeah, I don't know. When you swatch it on your hand, you can kind of see the build up and like how it kind of like balls up a tiny bit. But obviously if you have like a lip balm on, like I said, then it just glides on really nicely, and it just looks really creamy as well, and it feels creamy. Lasts a really long time though. That's the other good thing about it. So I feel like I'm someone that usually wears lip balm anyway before I put any other lip products on top, so that's why it's not much of an issue to me. But they're like £13–14 I think, so it's just whether you think it's going to be worth it or not. But I also do love the packaging. Like, it's just, I love it. I will definitely buy more of these because I do really like them. So yeah, there's just that tiny downside to them, but for me it just kind of outweighs it, and I'm fine with it. The next thing I want to talk about is definitely going to be no surprise to anyone that's seen any of my recent videos, but this is the cream contour stick from Sosu and by Suzanne Jackson. And shade Warm. I also have the contour shade. Again, I've used it in videos before. These are just the most creamy and easily blendable cream contours that I've ever bought and I've ever used. I will not use anything else. I've tried to clear out the rest of my stuff because these are just my favourite. They're my go-to. I literally use the Warm one as my cream bronzer literally every day now. I don't even use a powder at the minute. I just love using this. So yeah, I feel like if you're someone, try cream contouring, but you're always a bit concerned about being worried about blending it and just it being too pigmented and it just looking like a block on your face, definitely try these because they're so creamy. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. You just need to get it and try it basically. Next product I want to talk about is actually the face powder that I've been using all the time. This is the Too Faced BPerfect mattifying setting powder. So at first when I got this, I didn't know how I was going to feel about it because obviously it's a mattifying powder, and the only other mattifying powder I think that I actually have is the Beauty Bakery one, and that is so full on. I love it. It's really finely milled. It's kind of like the Derma Blend one, but it's also, obviously it smells like peach and really lightweight on the skin, and I use it literally every day. I've been using it to set my under eyes and kind of like my T-zone area, and it just doesn't look like you're wearing any powder whatsoever. So I've really been loving this. It's just such a good powder. I do really like it. It's become one of my favourites already, and yeah, it's been sat on my desk. I've been using it non-stop, of course, and I just really love it. And I think if you're after a really good powder that's not too heavy, not too thick or anything like that, not going to make you look cakey, try it. I love it. Then the final two products are two lip products that I've been obsessed with. The first one is the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Stripped. It's just one of my favourite nudes. It's more of a lighter one, and it's got a tiny bit of like a, I wouldn't say purpley, but it's just like a pinky mauvey kind of undertone to it, but it still makes a really nice nude. I've wore this in a few videos before. I'm obsessed with it. I really love it, and the formula is so good, last like all day. They're really good. They do dry down matte, but they dry down really quick, but they don't go like crackly or anything like that. They're really comfortable to wear, and I just really love the formula of Anastasia liquid lips. I don't know why I never tried any before. This is the first one that I have, and I love it. But I really love it, and I'm not the biggest fan of matte liquid lipsticks. I usually like satin ones, but this one is just so comfortable, and the formula is just so good. It doesn't crumble or dry out your lips or anything like that. Really good. Easy to take off as well. Like, some liquid lipsticks are just, they are on and they are a bit hard to take off. Like, I know the Colourpop ones, sometimes I struggle to take like a bit deeper colours off, but these ones, they come off really easily, but they still last a long time on the lips. So yeah, they've got a really good formula overall. And then the final product is this little guy here. This is the Morphe cream lipstick, and it's in the shade Court. And this is literally just like my lip colour, but a tiny bit darker, and it's got a nice sheen to it. I'm wearing it right now over the Leo lip liner, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm using it all the time. I keep it in my work bag. It's just kind of like my go-to. It's just kind of that lipstick that you just kind of want to throw on when you don't want to look like you're wearing lipstick but you still want something. So with no lip liner, this looks so good as well. It just looks really natural but just gives you a bit of something. So comfortable. Obviously they don't dry down matte. They are cream, so they don't last as long, I find, as like a liquid lipstick or anything like that. It's just how it is. So yeah, I love the formula. They are so comfortable, so creamy. You don't get that gross line that we all hate. There's just overall really good lipsticks. And the Morphe ones, I love the packaging as well. They are so affordable. I think they're only like £5 or £6. Really good. You can't go wrong. That is actually it. I feel like this is like the quickest favourites I've ever done. But yeah, I know I didn't have tons, but I've been loving these stuffs. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video then be sure to give it a thumbs up. Know what your current favourites are for this month, or if you've tried any of these, what are your thoughts on anything, especially the palettes. I want to know more about this palette. I want to know which people have it, who loves it, who hates it, you know, I just want to know. So thank you again for watching, and remember to subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.